If you tear, which is why episiotomy started becoming like outdated or not encouraged, if it looked like a mother was tearing, to rather let her tear, because when it tears, the muscle fibers, it's not clean, so they just tear loose. So they have these exposed points, if you want to call it that. And when it's healing, it's easier for these muscle fibers to start healing because there are many touch points versus a clean cut, and then you have to kind of get the skin to now heal from this cut. The episiotomy is a clean cut. So healing might take a little bit longer because the muscle fibers, there's a clean cut in between, so they now have to start integrating with each other to form this healing from the bottom up. It is a small incision, but it can be really painful because you've just pushed out a baby out of your vagina, a very small hole, so the entire vagina can be bruised. It can actually look purple inside from bruising. You can even have small little tears inside. So in general, everything is sore, and this little cut, you can't put a plaster on because you bath, you pee, you go to the loo, so you can't get a plaster on there. It has to stay open. You can have stitches. It can be 2 stitches, it can be 8 or 9 stitches, it can be inside. So it's a really sensitive area. So absolutely take the pain meds that is offered. Something like a suppository usually helps very nicely. And a donut pillow, which is just a round pillow with a hole in, is very nice to use because you can sit like I'm sitting now, but your perineum is not touching anything. It is too sore for many moms to sit flat if they had a normal delivery or vaginal delivery. And on top of that, if they had an episiotomy with sutures, that it doesn't touch anywhere there in the beginning. Now, the big thing, is it routine? It should not be. It is not routine. Although some people still do it routinely, the same with enemas, it is not necessary. You have a right to say, no, I do not want it, but you have to say it beforehand. In the moment, it's a little bit difficult to say, no, I don't want it, because things are happening and you might not even realize what's going on. If completely refusing it might also not be ideal, you can just say your preference is, please do not cut an episiotomy routinely, only if it's an indication for fetal distress or an instrumental delivery will you be happy to do that. Otherwise, they don't actually have a right to cut without your permission. And they have to give you something beforehand. It's a very tiny little needle. They inject a local anesthetic, and then you should not be feeling the cut. If you feel the cut, it means that they didn't give you a local anesthetic. Then they have to give it to you before they suture. It is inhumane to try and suture without giving any local anesthetic. So you have every right to say, no, please give me something. You can't just suture without any local. The big thing with recovery is to keep it clean. Now, it's difficult because it's in an area that is exposed to dirty stuff. I mean, if you go to the loo and it's sore, it might burn. Remember, if you pee, the urine is acidic, so it runs perhaps over the episiotomy and it can really sting. So the one big thing that really helps is to take a water bottle, like a 500 ml water bottle, fill it with water. Even more, what you can do is add a little bit of salt so that it's kind of like a saline solution. And when you go to the bathroom, when you release to the urine and start peeing, at the same time you squirt, because A, it dilutes the urine so it doesn't sting as much. It might not sting at all. And B, the salt is a cleansing agent, so it also cleans the area, which means you can't wipe with a toilet paper like normally that you would wipe. You have to kind of dab in the beginning, and be careful if you put a maternity pad on, because it's got a gauzy kind of surface that can stick to the stitches. So you're going to have to be careful in the beginning with those. Most of the time, those stitches are dissolvable. They don't need to be removed. It could be different where you are from, but in most cases, we will use stitches or sutures that gets absorbed, that you don't have to worry about taking them out. You'll just notice that there's maybe a little stitch that's falling off and everything inside is just dissolving on its own. And then the last thing to remember is resuming sexual activity. If the stitches were inside, it heals a lot quicker. On the outside, normally wounds take a couple of weeks to heal. Same for an episiotomy. Never mind the whole rule about, abstaining or waiting for 6 weeks after the birth before you resume sexual activity to give the placenta a spot that is inside the uterus time to heal. If you had an episiotomy or a tear and you've got sutures, it might be sore if you start too soon. you might be really scared. So it's best to make sure that it's properly healed so that it wouldn't open during intercourse, or it can't really get an infection if you have intercourse when it's not fully healed. So the 6 weeks is a good waiting period. Even if you are then ready, the first couple of times you might have to just warn your partner to be gentle. You might be really scared if it's sore or not. So just get a very gentle start until you feel that it's not bothering you. If at any point an episiotomy that is healed is bothering you, or the skin looks funny, take a mirror, look down there, see if it aligns nicely. If you think that it doesn't align nicely, then rather get back to a doctor where they can surgically fix it in theater and to make sure that it's aligned nicely than walking with pain, just, in general, walking with pain, and then even worse during sexual intercourse that you have even more pain. So then rather get that checked out. Otherwise, in most cases, episiotomies heal really well. Use this bottle idea until it is healed and until it doesn't burn anymore when you go to pee. If there's any concern, if it feels really warm to the touch, it's red, it's extra sore, not like the painful just afterwards, but it was better and then it starts becoming sore, it looks swollen, any yellow pus is perhaps coming out, it might indicate an infection. Rather get it checked out as soon as possible, because a severe infection can open up all the stitches and that's the last thing you want. You want to move on. So then rather get it checked out.